Listen, I know how it feels to wake up already exhausted by pain. The kind that shoots like electricity from your lower, back into your hip, down the leg, sometimes all the way to the foot. The kind of pain that makes sitting unbearable, standing uncertain, and lying down feel like a gamble. Many people quietly wonder if this is just what aging feels like, or worse, if they somehow caused it themselves. Let me say this clearly. It is not your fault. It is not weakness. And it is not simply your age catching up with you. In fact, one of the most common things people do to find relief, something almost everyone considers a healthy habit, might be the very thing keeping your sciatic nerve inflamed. I'm talking about aggressive stretching. Many of us were taught to stretch out the pain, but for a nerve that is already oxidized and irritated, force is the enemy. It's like pulling on a frayed cable. It only makes the connection worse. For decades, people with sciatic nerve pain have been told a familiar story, that the spine is worn out, that a nerve is pinched, that inflammation must be suppressed. And so the cycle begins, painkillers, injections, procedures, each offering short relief, but rarely lasting peace. What is rarely discussed is that many people follow what they believe are healthy habits that may quietly keep this pain switched on. Stretching, harder pushing through discomfort, or relying daily on medications that dull sensation but never restore nerve health. There is another explanation, one that has been overlooked because it does not fit neatly into a prescription pad or a surgical plan. Emerging research into nerve degeneration suggests that in many cases, persistent sciatic pain behaves less like a mechanical problem and more like a biological signal failure. Imagine a light switch stuck in the on position. Even when the room is bright, the signal keeps firing. In the body, this can happen when nerves are damaged by oxidative stress, a process where toxic proteins accumulate and interfere with how nerves transmit messages. Some researchers refer to this pattern as nerve oxidation, not a diagnosis, but a description of what happens when nerves lose their natural protective environment. Healthy nerves are like insulated wires. They transmit information smoothly, quietly, efficiently. But when that insulation is damaged, every signal becomes distorted. Sensations that should be mild become painful. Movements that should be simple feel dangerous. This is why many people feel pain even while resting. The nerve itself is irritated, not necessarily compressed. So how do we begin supporting a nerve that has lost its balance? Not with force, not with suppression, but with nourishment, protection, and restoration. Traditional cultures understood this long before modern language existed to explain it. In parts of the Amazon, certain deep-colored fruits were valued not for sweetness, but for their ability to calm the body and support the nervous system. Their rich pigments signal high concentrations of natural compounds that help neutralize oxidative stress, much like rust remover on a corroded hinge. When nerves are exposed to ongoing oxidative damage, they struggle to repair themselves. Supporting the body as natural antioxidant systems helps create a calmer internal environment where nerves can begin to function more normally. This does not mean pain disappears overnight. It means the signal begins to quiet slowly, steadily, as the nerve regains stability. Another often missed element is daily nerve circulation. Nerves, unlike muscles, do not respond well to aggressive stretching. They respond to gentle movement and rhythmic stimulation. Simple daily rituals, light rubbing along the lower back and hip, slow walking, warmth, can improve blood flow around the sciatic pathway. Think of it as warming frozen soil before planting seeds. Without circulation, even the best nutrients struggle to reach their destination. Hydration also matters more than most people realize. Nerves rely on fluid balance to transmit electrical signals. Chronic dehydration, even mild, can increase nerve sensitivity. Many older adults drink less water to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, unintentionally increasing nerve irritation. Small adjustments here can reduce background noise in the nervous system. And finally, rest. Not passive rest, but restorative rest. Poor sleep keeps the nervous system in a heightened state of alert. When the body never fully powers down, nerves remain reactive. Supporting deeper sleep is one of the most overlooked ways to support nerve repair. These approaches matter, they help. But there is an important limitation we need to talk about, and we'll do that next. If you've tried some of these ideas before, better hydration, gentler movement, antioxidant-rich foods, and felt only partial relief, that experience makes sense. These habits help reduce strain on the nervous system, but they often work like patching small cracks in a dam. Helpful, but not always enough to stop the deeper pressure behind it. The reason is consistency and proportion. Nerves regenerate slowly. They require the right signals, in the right order, day after day. When support is incomplete, the oxidative environment around the nerve can persist. Pain may fade for a while, then quietly return. This leads many people to believe nothing truly works, when in reality, the approach was never complete. Researchers studying nerve recovery have noted that certain natural compounds appear to interact directly with the proteins involved in oxidative nerve stress. These compounds do not numb pain. They help the nerve environment normalize. Some of them are rare in the modern diet, which may explain why traditional cultures using them regularly experienced fewer chronic nerve complaints. But context matters. The body does not respond to single ingredients in isolation, the way marketing headlines suggest. It responds to patterns, timing, combination, and gentle repetition. This is why copying one tip from an article or one food from a list rarely produces lasting change. There is also the issue of daily mechanics. How you sit, how you rise from a chair, how you place your feet when walking. These subtle habits either calm or irritate the sciatic pathway. Many people unknowingly reinforce nerve tension throughout the day, undoing the benefits of healthier choices. This is not discouraging, it is empowering, because it means relief is not random. It follows principles. When those principles are applied together, the nervous system has a chance to recalibrate. I have reviewed a full educational presentation that explains this complete protocol in depth. To find it, if you are watching on your phone, just tap the title of this video right now. The description box will open up, and you'll see the official blue link at the very top. I'll also leave it in the first comment below this video and pin it, so it's the first thing you see. Just look for the blue text. That presentation walks through how these elements fit together, including a brief daily ritual designed to calm nerve signaling and support long-term stability, not as a promise, not as a miracle, but as a structured way to work with the body instead of against it. Living with sciatic pain can quietly shrink a life. People stop traveling, stop walking for pleasure, stop trusting their own bodies. What I want you to hear is this: your nervous system is not broken beyond repair. It is responding to conditions. And conditions can change. Education restores control. Understanding what truly irritates nerves and what genuinely supports them allows you to make decisions calmly, without fear or desperation. Whether you explore the full presentation or simply begin applying what you've learned here, the most important step is shifting from suppression to support. If this video helped clarify what you've been feeling, consider liking it so others can find it. And subscribe if you want more calm, evidence-informed discussions about health and aging. You deserve information that respects your intelligence and your experience. As always, remember this content is educational. It does not replace personalized medical care. Speak with a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your health routine, especially if you have existing conditions or take medications. Thank you for spending this time with me. And remember, pain does not define the future. Understanding often changes it.